Smile, guys. Sally, close your mouth. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so happy to be here today. I'm so glad we've got a nice crowd. We're so honored to have Debe Terhar, our featured speaker, and our honorees, and all the guests too. I do have one announcement that Mary Ann Christie, State Central Committeeman, would like to have me talk about here. Just for one sec, the Ohio Republican Party is going to have a 2011 state dinner, and it's going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. It's July the 22nd at the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel. It's $100 per person, and what else do we need to know here? We would like to have, you can have a whole table. Mary Ann, how many does it take to have a table?
10, but we can do the less.
We can do 10 or less. So if we could have enough of the OFRW members and get us a table together, that would be just great. And it is at the Renaissance on July the 22nd. Governor Jindal, Bobby Jindal, Governor of Louisiana, is going to be the featured speaker. And so you can go to their, the Ohio Republican Party website, or if you have any further questions, I will find out a little bit more about this, how we can get the table together. I know that Rita Graham at the office, she would be more than happy to set this up for us. Right, Mary Ann?
Yes, yes.
Anything else that I should say about it?
No, but it's in Cleveland, Ohio.
It's in Cleveland, Ohio, right. And we'll figure out how to get a table together if we have enough interest. Just call me and we'll get it together, or call the Ohio Republican office. With that, I don't want to say too much more because Marilyn says I get to talk a little bit later on. I always love to talk, but I'm so glad everybody could come today. So with that, we will hand the microphone to our chaplain, Anna Caldwell.
If you would stand, ladies and gentlemen, for prayer, and remain standing then for the pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this summer morning, and we thank you for this group that's gathered here. We know, Lord, that there are many, many gifts present in this room, many things that these ladies have used to bless this state and their local communities and the nation with efforts to preserve liberty and freedom. I thank you for the gifts that you've given them, and I thank you as an American for the many, many material gifts that you give us. I most especially thank you for the gift of your Son and for the freedom and liberty that you have given to us as Americans, as we might be a lighthouse on a hill to the rest of the world. I don't want to forget the military personnel, Lord. We know that their lives are always at risk in many places in the world. And I ask that you would look down on them, put your hand on their shoulder, make them feel your presence. Guide them, give them courage and wisdom to protect themselves and to protect us, which is their mission in life at this point in their lives. Thank you for the speakers that will be here, and thank you for each of the honorees today. Then give us traveling mercies as we go home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Judge Kennedy is going to, Judge Sharon Kennedy is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, would you all join me, please, in singing the national anthem? Say, can you see why the bells are ringing high? What so proudly we hail as the twilight starts gleaming, whose bright lights and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets acknowledgments here. I know you're all hungry. First of all, we had some sponsors, and those are all on page 5 in your programs. Representative Steve Austria, Ohio 7, with Honorary Janet Brown and Brenda Lewis, who sent $100. Justin C. Smith, the chairman of Sandusky County Central Committee. Is he here? Is Mr. Smith here? There he is, okay. He honored Peg Reddick with $50. Franklin County DOP honored Helen McBride. Steve Stivers also for Helen McBride, and Jim Hughes, who was our senator. Quickly going again through the 2011 acknowledgments that you can read, who all has contributed various things. My club has donated programs. Eddie Wolcott and Barbara Rozier Chiron of the Warren Republican Women have done favors for us. We have citations from OFRW, NFRW, ORP, etc. I'm thanking all of those people, Governor Kasich and Speaker Boehner and Senator Portman. Len, thank you for facilitating the arrangements with Portman and Boehner. Already thank the musicians. And the other people, we had various greeters. Judy Boland helped with registration. Betty Martin is doing some pictures, and Sue Nolan is going to do some candidates. And I think we have Howdy back there is doing a video, aren't you? Okay. All right, and the awards tables managers are Maria Ferguson and Betty Sampson, and that's all I really have. Do we have any elected officials here today? Okay. Would you just stand quickly, say who you are, and what your position is, and if you are here for some particular honoree, that would be good too. But if you're just here to be here, that's good. Okay.
Debe, Terhar, the State Board of Education, and I'm here for every single one of you.
Terry Thatcher, Sandusky County Commissioner. I'm here with my wife, who's on the board, and honor my friend Peg Reddick. Good morning. I'm State Rep Bob Hackett from 84th District, and I'm here to honor Brenda Lewis and also Janet Gunn.
Brenda Lewis, State Central Committee,
I don't think there are any further announcements that I can think of. I will say that we're going to try to organize a photograph of the people who receive their awards right afterwards, so if you get an award, please come straight over here, and we'll figure out how to get a picture of you. So anyhow, that said, I think that with the head table here in front of you, please proceed to the buffet line, followed by the table over here with our photographer, Betty Martin, and then this table, and I'm going to let these gentlemen take care of it after that. So, but we're going to go table by table because that way we won't have a mad rush. So anyhow, thank you. Enjoy chatting with each other. Thank you, sir. But if those of you who are just visiting could go and return to your seats, Donna Thatcher, who is our Northeast Vice President, is going to come up and she will introduce our speaker. Thank you very much.
It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker for today, Debe Terhar, the President of the State Board of Education. Debe Terhar is a former licensed Montessori teacher with extensive experience in early childhood Montessori education. Debe's experience includes working with children with disabilities and diverse socioeconomic backgrounds in both public and private schools. She has previously served on the Cincinnati Montessori Society Board of Directors and on the Parents Advisory Council of the Kelly O'Leary Center for Autism at Cincinnati's Children's Hospital. She currently serves as a board member on the Women of Excellence Council of the President's Advisory Council at Xavier University in Cincinnati. She is currently president and a board member of the Hamilton County Republican Women's Club. She is also a founding member of the American Spirit Education Alliance, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to the preservation of American heritage. Debe is a summa cum laude graduate of Xavier University with honors from Alpha Sigma Nu and Mortarboard. She and her husband Lou have been married for 39 years now. I think on the website it said 38, but she just shared that they had their 39th anniversary. And they reside in Green Township, Ohio. They have 4 children and 3 grandchildren. As an elected member of the State Board of Education, she began her term on January 1st, 2011, representing the 4th District, which includes Hamilton and Warren counties. Her current term expires December 31st, 2014. When elected as president by her peers, Governor Kasich said in a statement, "I look forward to working with her to put more dollars in the classroom and less in bureaucracy, and empower parents and teachers to improve our schools for Ohio's children." We are so honored to have Debe with us today. Please help me welcome her.
Will this work just if I set it here? That's awesome. Thank you, Donna, for that gracious introduction. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Debe Terhar, and I am president of the Hamilton County Republican Women's Club, very proudly the president, and president of the State Board of Education of Ohio. Thank you so much for your invitation to be here with you today to celebrate the contributions of these 22 incredibly accomplished women. I've been told that people can be divided into 3 groups: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. These women are the ones who definitely make things happen and are the embodiment of the meaning of public service and giving of one's talent and treasure for the greater good. Hard work without talent is a shame. Talent without hard work is a tragedy. That was said by Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, a long time ago. And it truly applies to each and every one of you. In reading about each of these ladies, I noticed a common thread. These are women who willingly stand up and seek to make a difference. They also are not afraid to take risks. I can certainly relate to that element in particular, and in reading about the women we honor today, I can tell that it rings true for them too. This morning I met Lynn Bliss for the first time. She's from Darke County Republican Women's Club. As I read your biography, Lynn, I found that we have so much in common that it's rather scary. Lynn used to golf. I have to admit that I've not been successful yet in that area, but would very much like to be. She used to ski. I went skiing once with my husband on a weekend in January 1977. And I found out 6 weeks later that I was 6 weeks pregnant with the lovely young lady sitting here who's accompanying me today, and that's our daughter Heather. I never skied again, but I still ended up with 3 more children, and I'm still wondering. Lynn used to scuba dive. I tried to learn to scuba dive about 10 years ago with my youngest son. I'm not a swimmer, but I always thought it looked really cool going underwater, blowing those bubbles. So the night before I get ready to get in the water to take this test, I was up all night wondering just how in the world am I going to be able to be underwater, take that mask off, and get it back on without panicking. I was scared. My son was so precious though. He told me in the morning, he said, "Oh, don't worry, Mom, don't worry. I'll be right there with you. I'll show you how to do it." Needless to say, it is much easier to learn something when you are very young. I cheered for him when he passed all the elements for his certification and got that certification. Lynn used to ride motorcycles. In 2004, my husband took over as CEO of Indian Motorcycles in Gilroy, California. I decided there was absolutely no reason for the CEO's wife not to have a motorcycle license, so I got one. My bike was on the factory floor being assembled when the factory closed its doors. It was a beautiful metallic blue Indian Scout. It was gorgeous. It's just my luck. Lynn used to fly airplanes. I got my pilot's license in 1978. In '79, while practicing touch-and-go landings at Andrews Air Force Base, I hit a crosswind, and it was one of those life-altering moments. While adjusting the plane so it didn't crash, I saw my husband standing in front of me with an extremely annoyed look on his face. And it said, "I will never forgive you for leaving me with 2 little babies." I contacted the tower and let them know that that was it for me. "Roger, ma'am," was the best thing I could have heard at that moment. It said it all, and I haven't piloted a plane since. I do have one question for you, Lynn. Have you acquired your concealed carry license yet?
Can I tell you the same thing I told my husband?
Go right
If
ahead.
someone breaks in my house, it doesn't make a difference whether I have a concealed carry or not.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, I do have mine, and it's for my Sig Sauer P239, and it's awesome. I know that there are a number of you out there who've experienced similar events in your life. I encourage you to share them with people. These are the threads that we weave to form the fabric of our lives. We all come from diverse backgrounds, but are able to come together as a group today to recognize that diversity and celebrate it. Those unique elements about us are what allow us the opportunity to educate, to mentor, and to lead. When we mention the word education, our mind usually associates that word with the word teacher, which 9 times out of 10 brings the thought of a female. When you consider the fact that a child's first teacher is usually its mother, that association is not surprising. Our primary role as members of our own organizations is to educate not only our members, but the public in general about the various issues facing our community, our state, and our nation that affect each and every one of us. Every one of you here today has played a significant role in that regard, And in effect, you are all teachers. Last fall, while a candidate for the State Board of Education, my first question that I asked when I gave a speech was, who among you is the person who runs to the polling place, takes that ballot, and runs to fill it out all the time saying, just where is that State Board of Education person on that ballot? Well, believe it or not many hands were raised. It is truly the least known state office on the ballot, but I believe it is one of the most important ones on there. These are the people who set policy for the education of 1.8 million children in Ohio. Their decisions affect traditional schools, community schools, private schools, charter schools, online schools, and home schools. I have been asked on more than a couple of occasions, how is it possible that a political unknown in the summer of 2010, who just happens to be a conservative Republican Tea Party member, gets elected to the State Board of Education in November of 2010, takes office on January 1, 2011, and then is elected president of that board within 3 months? Well, I spoke from the heart, I'm honest, and credible. That is what we ask from all candidates. But I had one other element that most candidates don't even consider. My re-election in 2014 was of absolutely no concern to me. It became clear to me that the status quo was no longer a viable option, and if it was to change, I would have to take an active role in seeing to that change. I did not plan to become president of the board. Events that transpired took me there. Some say the stars were aligned, and now that I'm there, I intend to advocate for everything I campaigned on. In August 2010, then candidate for governor John Kasich appeared at a Southwest Ohio in a rally. A clear one-third of his speech was devoted to education. I found myself poking my husband in his side constantly saying, that's what I've been saying all along, that's it, that's me. Needless to say, Governor Kasich and I are on the same page when it comes to the reform agenda, which will fundamentally transform education in Ohio, as is the majority of the board. That agenda also meshes with our Raise to the Top grant of $400 million from the federal government, which will allow us to proceed with needed changes to the system that we truly would not have been able to afford on our own. I firmly believe that we cannot build a 21st century education system on a 19th and 20th century foundation. With that in mind, it is imperative that we press on with fundamentally changing education delivery systems in which a rich set of learning options are fostered around the state. These address the different learning styles and the best interest of each child in Ohio. We will address rigorous curriculum standards that set expectations higher than ever before, develop an assessment system that is fully aligned with curriculum standards, support a teacher evaluation system that incorporates a merit pay element based on a number of factors, including student performance, and we will have a serious review of the administrative rules that affect every aspect of education in Ohio's K-12 education system. With the rules, if there is an administrative rule or any rule that you can think of having to do with education, I ask you to please feel free to contact me through my email address at ODE. I've developed my own little stupid rules committee. So if you find a stupid rule that is hindering people from doing what needs to be done, please let me know and we will definitely take a review of it. All of our children need to be fully prepared for success in college and or the workforce. Our state and our country are depending on it. I also plan to advocate in Ohio to become a leader in early childhood education. It's imperative that we no longer look at the student achievement gap as something that just happens. People can get tied up and mired down in statistics. I don't. I look at things. I observe things. It's a little bit like Robin Williams in Good Morning America. You know, what's the weather like? You've got a window. Look at it. So observe. And when we observe, we surely observe that children are not achieving to their highest potential. We need to make that change. That achievement gap happens for various reasons. And one of the major reasons, I believe, is that we, for too long, have looked at education of our youngsters between the ages of 3 and 6 as an extra or unnecessary. Times have changed, and so have we as a society. As a former Montessori teacher of 3 to 6-year-olds, I am fully aware of just how critical that time frame is for a child's development. We have been concentrating on graduation rates and lamenting on how dismal our scores are internationally in virtually every subject. But we choose to ignore the research on the benefits of early intervention. I am convinced that a child who does not have exposure in their early years to a language-rich environment will enter school at a distinct disadvantage. That child will be behind, most likely have difficulty reading, and by the 4th grade will be so discouraged that they will lose faith in themselves. They then begin to act out in the classroom as the years progress, and then before too long become a fixture in the juvenile justice system. It is more cost-effective, both in human capital and monetarily, to invest in our children at the outset of their education, which is clearly early childhood education, to provide that foundation to build their lifetime of education upon. It is there that we get the most bang for our buck. Unfortunately, with an $8 billion shortfall in the state's budget, the funding for early childhood education was not a priority in this budget cycle. I will spend the next 4 years advocating for those dollars for our youngest students. I have a feeling that you already know what my passion is. To communicate your passion is to educate. I encourage you to find your passion and educate others about it, whether it's a local levy issue, support for a candidate, how to run a campaign, or whatever it might be. Take your idea and run with it. And once you've done that, our natural inclination would be to provide the support for others who might desire a little guidance in navigating the waters that you have already set sail on. Each generation builds the road for the next. A woman who's willing to help others avoid the pitfalls she has experienced herself is worth her weight in gold. Every woman in this room is wired to mentor. Take stock of just who and what you are and what you can provide to others as a mentor, be it in your work environment or the organizations in which you are a member. You have no idea how you will affect someone else's life until you explore the possibilities. Real leaders are mentors. Last but not least, by any means, I'd like to spend a minute or two on leadership. A good leader truly understands that we lead people, not organizations, and a leader's state of mind affects every person in an organization. Leading does not always mean simply one person either. Reminds me of the story of the wisdom of geese. Perhaps some of you have heard it before. When geese fly in formation, they travel about 70% faster than when they fly alone. Geese share leadership. When the lead goose tires, she or he moves to the end of the V, and another flies forward to become the leader. Geese keep company with the fallen or ill. When a sick or weak goose falls from the flight, at least one other goose joins to help and protect. As part of a team, we too can accomplish more faster. Words of encouragement and support, or honking, help inspire and energize those at the front. So the next time you see a formation of geese flying on high, remember that you are witnessing the rewards of an effective team, each receiving the benefits of the efforts of all. Women today have a leadership style all their own, but very much like those geese. They are redefining leadership with the view that we strengthen ourselves by strengthening those around us. Women leaders today possess a myriad of strong skills, such as being persuasive, assertive, empathic, outgoing, willing to take risks, flexibility, and a desire to get things done. According to a McKinsey report on women and leadership skills, they found that women display leadership behaviors more than men in people development, being a role model, expectations and rewards, inspiration, and participative decision-making. Men were strongest in individualistic decision-making and control and corrective action. That's certainly no surprise. We need strong female leadership in our organizations. Will you answer that call? Shortly after I became the president of the state board, I spoke with the former president of the board, who had served as president several times, to ask her if there might be a piece of advice she could give me. Her advice was clear. She said, Debbie, make your decision on what you want to accomplish, make it clear, and lead. And don't look back. It could not have been more crystal clear for me. Every woman in this room today is a leader. So, make your decision on what you want to accomplish and lead. And don't look back. It's been an honor and a privilege to speak with you today. I want to thank you so much for the invitation. Congratulations again to the women being recognized today for their commitment and service. You are truly an inspiration to all of us. I wish to God bless all of you, our sons and daughters who serve in harm's way. May He bring them home very safely. And may God, in His infinite wisdom, bless the greatest beacon of liberty and freedom in the world, our United States of America. God bless you all.
Thank you very, very much, Debbie. That was wonderful. That was, the people who weren't able to be here today are going to be very envious, so we're all going to tell them how excellent it was. So, I think we're going to go ahead and proceed pretty much on to our tribute program, and Jean is going to say just a very few remarks about I'm going to say before we start here that what we're going to do after Jean has welcomed us is this year we got 6 awards or 6 citations that every single woman will get. Those include OFRW, NFRW, the Ohio Republican Party, ORP, the Honorable John Kasich, the governor, John Boehner, and Rob Portman. And so each of you will have one of those, and we're just going to, after Jean is through, we're going to make a quick pass and just read through them and show them to you. There are, of course, many other citations that have come from other places. If we tried to read all of them, we would be here forever, but everybody will deeply appreciate it. Maybe your local clubs can spend a little time doing that. Anyway, I'm going to let Jean talk, and we'll be back later.
Deb and Lynn, I just didn't want you to get ahead of me. I was a motorcycle rider, so, but I really did. I was the oldest one to ever have gotten or received my license, I guess you should say. My husband rode with me. I got 400 miles of my new bike, and he's not going to want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I went around the block one night. I was a dog groomer for 22 years. Went around the block, and I thought, I can do this all by myself. He says, yeah. He says, go ahead. So I went and I rode. Wouldn't you know, we live in this little town of Gibsonburg, close to Toledo. Wouldn't you know, I got to the stop sign, I know who was behind me, I got a little nervous. turned the handlebars too far, and I tipped it over. I thought, oh, I can't let it be. So I held and I held. It's a big 790, 750. Held until I couldn't hold it no more. Down it went. Took 2 guys to pick it up. I've not been on that motorcycle since. My sons are happy. After my husband's heart surgery, he hasn't rode his. So instead I got a convertible with 4 wheels, and I love wheels. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We have 2 past presidents of the OFRW here, Dorothy Ginther and Marianne Christie. I just wanted you to know that Dorothy. I got to introduce you, Dorothy. And they were my members, believe me. Karen Skillings is also our president, past president, but her mother is 95 years old today and lives in New York, and that's where she is, so she couldn't come. These little favors that Marilyn was talking about was made by our candy maker, Edwina. So Edwina, thank you so much for, she makes little elephants and all kinds of little things always for us. And Marilyn says, would you make something? So I think this is a candle, right? Chocolate candle? Chocolate candle. Oh, it's a real candle. Gosh, good thing I didn't eat it. It looked like chocolate to me. She always makes chocolate. Boy, I got it back with me that time. Well, anyway, she donated the candle. But you know, I said, Marilyn, be yourself. On the way up here today, we were listening to radio. In between, I was trying to take a snooze, and my husband was keeping me awake. I was listening to news. Do you know what the news was this morning? Mitt Romney with 23% and Michelle Bachmann with 22%. So she's only 1 point below Mitt Romney. That was on the news, come across. I was looking, learning, mentoring, and leading. You know, as president of the OFRW, I have found this really to be true. But the only thing I don't see is where the learning, boy, sometimes you really do learn a lot those first 2 years. I tell you, I've learned a lot. And the mentoring has really come from my past presidents. They've helped me a lot. In leading, I'm trying to do a good job. And hopefully you'll all stick with me and we'll get this job done, and we're going to win in 2012. So with that, Marilyn, if you'll come up here and we'll get our show on the road, that's what we'll do.
I was just curious, how many of you have been past recipients of Tribute to Women? Could you raise your hands? Wow. Was anybody in the original 1980 group of people that was the first year they gave them? Anybody receive one that year? Okay, I was just kind of curious. Okay, we are going, I'm going to get Maria and Becky to kind of help us here with as we get ready to pass these out. These ladies helped with the awards assembly area. What we have, Jean, do you have the OFRW certificate in your presence or not? Okay, this is the NFRW one. Yeah, do you have the OFRW? Oh, yeah. I can look at. Oh, this is the. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Oh goodness, we have 2 from the Federation, and it's a little confusing. That's fine. I'll say, I can see 2 people over here who did not get recognized back in representatives, and that would be Steve Stiver's representative over there. I don't think you stood up or recognized. Name, I'm sorry.
Grant Schaefer.
Grant Schaefer. I'm sorry. We have Emily with him, and so we'll just give him some credit. He was my U.S. rep, so we appreciated that. Okay. This is the OFRW, the Ohio Federation of Republican Women one, and I'm going to let Jean's going to just briefly read this one in the National Federation as well.
Okay, this is what will be in each honorees packet. I will start out with Lynn.
So we're just going to use Lynn's because she's number one in order. So we're going to read all the, they'll all have her name, but they're all the same. So
Yeah, I don't want to use a fictitious name. Okay. Tribute to Women, awarded by the Ohio Federation of Republican Women for learning, mentoring, leading, to Lynn Bliss, in recognition of her service and dedication to the Darke County Republican Women's Club for her continual support of and work toward the goals of the club. She is so commended for her service to the Republican Party and to Republican candidates at all levels. Over the years, her volunteerism and leadership in her community have been outstanding, as has been her mentoring of other Republican women. With gratitude for outstanding service to the Ohio Federation of Republican Women, the Darke County Republican Women's Club, and her community, awarded this 26th day of June 2011, Jean Turner, President, Ohio Federation of Republican Women. This is a duplicate. The real one is all pretty and gold, but I didn't know if I was going to get to pull hers out. So she said, be yourself, so I'm myself.
this is an NFRW one. It's real simple. Okay.
The National Federation of Republican Women recognizes Lynn Bliss of the Darke County Republican Women's Club as a 2011 OFRW Tribute to Women honoree. Thank you for your unwavering support of the Federation and the conservatives' ideals in which America was founded on. Susan Lynch, National President, June the 26th, 2011.
Mary Ann, if Mary and Christy want to come up and read the one from ORP, she is representing them today. She is, of course, a Central Committee person and a past president. So there you go.
Chairman Kevin DeWine and the Ohio Republican Party are proud to offer recognition of Lynn Bliss, whereas Lynn Bliss is being recognized for her exemplary service and vision as an honoree for the 2011 Tribute to Women sponsored by the Ohio Federation of Republican Women, and whereas Lynn has been a member of the Darke County Republican Women's Club for 14 years, serving in various such as recording, corresponding secretaries, and precinct chair, and whereas Lynn is currently co-president and board member of the Darke County League of Women Voters, and whereas Lynn has volunteered her time endlessly as president and various chairs for the VFW Post 7262 Auxiliary. Therefore, the Ohio Republican Party proudly recognizes and honors Lynn Bliss on this date, June 26, 2011. Kevin DeWine, Chairman.
And Mary, these are very nice too. They're very handsomely done on a letterhead there. Okay. We have letters. I had asked Lynn if she wanted to read these. Honestly, the letters from Fort and Urbana are very simple. We may just not do that. This says, Dear Lynn, I am pleased to recognize you as you are named an honoree of the Ohio Federation of Republican Women's Tribute to Women. You are to be commended for the time, talent that you have generously given to your community and to the Republican Party of Ohio. Congratulations and best wishes for your continued success. And that's Rob Portman's letter that everybody will get. John Boehner did the same thing. He put his on one of his letterheads. And he said, Dear Lynn, it is a pleasure for me to write you in congratulations of your dedicated and superior contributions to both your community and to the Republican cause. Your recognition from the Ohio Federation of Republican Women speaks volumes of your dedication and your commitment to your work. You should take pride in knowing that there is no greater honor or recognition than that which comes from your peers. Words cannot adequately express the gratitude I have for you and Al. Your time and support shown over the years has been immeasurable. Heading forward, our party will have to be the champions of social media, and you are well on your way in contributing largely to that effort. It is refreshing to see how someone like yourself, who has devoted a lifetime serving her community and continues to find new ways to make a difference. Once again, congratulations on your well-deserved congratulations. I wish you and your family nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Please let me know if I can ever be of assistance. And that's signed, John Boehner. So everybody got similar letters. I mean, it's and this one I'll let Jean show it. This came from the governor. It's all beautifully presented in the State House folder. And we haven't, these are significant because we really haven't had an opportunity to have some of these for a while. So this one says, John R. Kasich and Mary Taylor, Governor and Lieutenant Governor of Ohio, do hereby officially recognize Lynn bless all of you. Darke County Republican Women's Club, the contributions that you provide to your community are noteworthy, and we are pleased to join with the Ohio Federation of Republican Women as they recognize you on your achievements. May the excitement and the spirit of the 2011 Tribute to Women event inspire you to continue to work to better businesses, families, government, and your entire community. Best wishes to you in all future endeavors. On this 26th day of June, John R. Kasich and Mary Taylor. So it's signed by both. So anyhow, everybody will have those in their packets. And I'm going to let these ladies put this back into Lynn's packet. And with that, we're going to go ahead and call people up. We are going to have Edwina Wolcott. We have a piece of jewelry for each recipient. It's this little angel, similar to the one Jean's wearing here. It's a patriotic angel. And so each of them will get that. And they will also receive a packet with these and other certificates that they have gotten from people who are local state types of officials. So Kathy Wise is going to help me read these because you'll get bored with hearing me if I'm the only one talking, so we're going to take turns with this. And, okay, Betty, do you have, now read, if we have everybody, tell you what, I'm going to slide this side.
Let's see if we can just move this up. Where do you want? Give it a shot. There we go. Don't get your toe over there. Okay, there we go. All right.
Trying to give you some room for pictures. Oh, the pins are over there. They're on the table. So we can get somebody to. And actually, why don't we do that's it, on this side. Yeah, there you go. What we're going to do is call everybody up, and then the person will come up, we'll read their profile. Jean will give you the packet, and Eddie is going to give you a pin, and then we want to be sure you stay because Betty Martin here is going to get a picture of you. So Betty, where do they need to stand for the best picture? Is this toward me? Over here.
You need to have the eagle facing out properly.
Oh, sorry.
No, but there it is.
It's got a broken wing. Yeah. Right, we're having trouble. Right. Yeah, now, ladies, I would think if you come over here a little bit, I think the picture will be better for Betty. If they're more over here, if they're standing. Yeah, come on over a little bit this way, because she's going to be taking a picture. Okay, I'll get out of the way. Okay. Number 1, Lynn Bliss, Greenville, Ohio, Darke County Republican Women's Club. Lynn has been a member of the Darke County Republican Women's Club for 14 years. She has been the recording and corresponding secretary, precinct chair, hog roast chair, Republican of the Year, OFRW Southwest District Vice President, and NFRW Program Committee member. She is co-president and board member of the Darke County League of Women Voters, board member and secretary of the Darke County Metropolitan Housing Authority, and has served as president and in various chairs for VFW Post 7262 Auxiliary. She has held other volunteer posts as follows: Senior Advocates President, Publication Editor, and Scholarship Fund Director and Secretary. Cancer Association of Darke County Gourmet Dinner Chair, Edison State Community College Trustee, Greenville Country Club Ladies Golf League Secretary and President, Ladies of BPOE Treasurer, Coterie Secretary, Vice President, and a member of Beta Sigma Pi sorority since 2001. Lynn loves the web and serves as webmaster for the Senior Scribe Scholarship Fund and assistant editor of the Darke County News Online. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and a master's from the University of Iowa. She attends Lighthouse Christian Center, and you already know she used to golf, ski, scuba dive, ride motorcycles, and fly planes. And she says, now I just design and maintain websites for entertainment and enjoy politics. So congratulations, Lynn.
Congratulations, Lynn. Our second honoree, Linda Burke. Linda from South Lebanon, Ohio, It's sponsored by the Northeast Women's Republican Club and Warren County Republican Women's Club. Linda is possibly the only woman in the history of OFRW's Tribute to Women to be nominated by 2 clubs. Both are equally passionate about her contributions. Linda joined Northeast Women's Republican Club in 1999 and has served as president, vice president, treasurer, and chair of many different committees. She joined the Warren County Republican Women's Club in 2008 and has served as president, corresponding secretary, budget, and fundraising chair. She earned the WCRW's 2010 President's Award. She is the OFRW's Caring for America chair and is on the National Federation of Republican Women's Protocol Committee. She's on the Warren County GOP's Central and Executive Committee. She worked tirelessly for GOP candidates across the ticket, including the McCain-Palin, Portman-Turner, and Mandel campaigns. She coordinated the Warren County Kasich-Taylor campaign, organizing volunteers for events and facilitating 15,266 phone bank calls. As a wife of a Marine station in many places, Linda helped with non-political causes. She managed a craft consignment shop that generated $50,000 for over 4 years to provide scholarships for the widows and dependent children of Marines and sailors. She has also supported the American Red Cross and the American Cancer Society. Upon her husband's retirement, the couple moved home to Cincinnati. Linda's first memory of political affairs at age 5 was her grandmother telling her how FDR is selling the U.S. down the river of the Delta. She was hooked. In that spirit, her aspiration is to leave our country a better place for future generations than she found it. Congratulations, Linda.
I believe Marianne was telling me that she got a special citation for Linda from Niehaus, from
Tom Niehaus,
Tom
President
Niehaus.
of the Senate.
Excellent. So that's in your package. I wanted to mention that.
Only one.
Sure.
You hand that to him. Oh.
There you go. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, the third person is April Cohagen Gibson from Zanesville. She is Muskingum County Republican Women's Club. She is in her 3rd term as president of the Muskingum County Republican Women's Club. April is a bold, enthusiastic leader who institutes change and challenges the status quo. A respected 18-year veteran bailiff and probation officer in the Muskingum County Court, April has actively recruited new members, including a number of younger women from local government. I want to know her secret. Nearly doubling the club's membership. A tireless planner of activities and events, she can be found working at the grassroots level promoting Republican candidates and the Republican philosophy, and is proud to be the first Republican in a family of 7 generations of Democrats. Go, April. Yes, they're all here. Oh, they're here. She is a 2011 graduate of the Joanne Davidson Institute. She is a member of the Advisory Committee for Muskingum County Republican Candidates. Other affiliations include Chief Probation Officers Association of Ohio, Bailiffs Court Officers Association of Ohio, National Law Enforcement Museum, ILETA International, COPS, and FLOP, Front Criminal Police. Okay. She supervises probationers involved in cleaning over 500 miles of Ohio roadways with the Adopt a Highway program and is currently completing a graduate degree in criminal justice and public safety. Congratulations.
Next, we honor Christy Davis from Cincinnati, Ohio. She's with the Ohio Republican Women Online. Christy is the first president of the only Republican Women's Online Club in the nation. She is currently a member of the Hamilton County Republican Club Board of Directors. This year, she was chair of the Hamilton County Republican Party Lincoln Day Dinner and raised over $15,000. She is a member of the East Side Republican Club and the Northeast Women's Republican Club. Christy has volunteered to work on numerous local, state, and federal candidate campaigns. For her outstanding service, the Hamilton County Republican Party presented Christy with the prestigious Nyhoff Award. Congratulations, Christy.
Okay, number 7 is Janet Gum from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Sorry about that. I turned the page too fast there. 5. I'm going back here. Number 5. Number 5. Is it Beth or Bethy? It's spelled B-E-T-H-E. Beth?
She's not here.
Okay, well, she's okay. All right. Well, this is Beth Favreau, Connellsville, Ohio, Morgan County Women Republicans Club. Beth joined the Morgan County Women's Republican Club many years ago, and has been treasurer for almost the entire time. Actually, it's been so long that the exact dates are too difficult to locate without some digging. Her club appreciates her for accuracy and conscientiousness as treasurer. There is never a question as to a disbursement or deposit, as each is always detailed perfectly. Her audit reports are flawless. She balances MCRW's bank account monthly, guides its fundraising efforts lawfully, and administers the money for the 2 $500 scholarships that the club presents to 2 high school students every year. Beth collects revenue and pays the bills for her club's annual salad luncheon that supports its scholarship fund. She serves on other key committees, including bylaws. She works with the Morgan County Central Committee to arrange the local Lincoln Day dinner, and is married to Common Pleas Judge Dan Favreau. She's the mother of a son and daughter and grandmother of 5. And she's also a dedicated volunteer to the local Meals on Wheels. So if she's not here, then we will see to it. Is anyone here from Morgan County? Okay, Risa will receive her award for her. Okay.
Next, we honor Lavera Pinky Gillian from Massillon, Ohio, a member of the West Arc Republican Women. Lavera Pinky Gillian has been a member of the West Arc Republican Women and the Massillon Area Republican Organization since 2005. She is a past president of MARO. Pinky is currently secretary and newsletter editor for the West Arc Republican Women. Pinky has also been a poll worker since 2004 and has volunteered countless hours at Stark County Republican Party, functions and campaigning on behalf of candidates at local, state, and federal levels. She is also a member of Votes for Women, a group that contributes funds every year to women running for office. Pinky has 3 children and 6 grandchildren. Congratulations, Pinky.
Okay, we are now at number 7. And we have Janet Gum, who is from Beaver Creek, Ohio, Beaver Creek Republican Women's Club. For the past 3 decades, Janet has served the Greene County Republican Party in various ways. She is legislative chair for the Beaver Creek Republican Women's Club. She is also a member of the Greene County Republican Central Committee and a devoted Board of Elections poll worker. She volunteers at Republican headquarters and at the Greene County GOP booth during community events. For the past 5 years, she has been event coordinator and registrar for the Greene County Lincoln Day dinners. She has contributed to voter education by organizing and continuing to participate in bipartisan candidates and issues forums to inform members of the sponsoring women's group and the community. She and husband Don of 50+ years have 3 children and 6 grandchildren whom they have influenced to be politically engaged Republicans. Janet was closely involved with her children's education, volunteering in many contexts, including as a gifted education advocate. She received 2 4-year terms on the county school board, or she served, excuse me. She received a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics at Wright State University and an associate's degree in business from the University of Cincinnati. Janet earned a pilot's license, another one, huh? You guys are high flyers, I'll tell you. Was a member of the Dayton Philharmonic Chorus and served as a church organist. Long retired from computer analysis and substitute teaching, Janet has immersed herself in genealogy, which she calls a terminal virus.
I also have my
Oh, good girl. Good girl. She has her also concealed carry. She wants to know that. We have great respect for her. Okay, our next honoree, Heather Ellis Harlow from Coleraine Township, Ohio. She's not here today, okay? I'll keep reading though. Brought to us by the Hamilton County Republican Women. Heather is currently treasurer and board member of the Hamilton County Republican Women. She was elected clerk of Coleraine Township in 2003 at age 27, defeating a 16-year incumbent and making her chief fiscal officer and record custodian of Ohio's largest township with a budget of $30 million and more than 250 personnel. In addition to HCRW, Heather is on the Hamilton County Republican Party Exec Committee and has held various posts with the Ohio and National Young Republican organizations. She is a member of the Joanne Davidson Ohio Leadership Institute, class of 2011. Heather has volunteered as restaurant coordinator for the Taste of Coleraine for 4 years and is a longtime member of the Coleraine Township Citizen Police and Fire Academies, and the Northwest High School Butler Construction Technology Advisory Board. She works for the Family Property Management Company with her grandfather, founded as a construction company after immigrating to America in the 1930s. Join us in congratulating Heather.
Debbie Terhar is going to accept those in Heather's name. We have Julie Hood, who is from Millersburg, Ohio, Holmes County Republican Women. Julie is valued by the Holmes County Republican Women as always trustworthy, always helpful, always there. She became active in the Holmes County Republican Party soon after moving to the area in 1973. Served as treasurer for several years and then vice president during the 1980s. She served 2 years on the Holmes County GOP Central Committee during the 1970s. She has worked in various fundraising projects and volunteered to work in the Holmes County GOP County Fair booth as well as in election headquarters. Julie has been a member of the Hospital Auxiliary for 20 years, 15 of which have been as a board member. She has been a Hospice of Holmes County volunteer for 10 years. Congratulations.
Okay, we now honor Sue Ellen Johnson from Cambridge, Ohio, brought to you by the Guernsey County Republican Women. In her quiet, assuming way, Sue Ellen Johnson is the glue that holds the Republican organization in Guernsey County together. She is the go-to person when you have a question, a need, or an event to be organized. Sue Ellen is highly respected by the Cambridge City Auditor as a post she has held since 1999, for which she is running unopposed in the 2011 election. Sue Ellen is secretary and board member of the Guernsey County Republican Central Committee and Executive Committee. She has also served for many years as secretary of both the Guernsey County Republican Women's Club and the Guernsey County Republican Club. She is a board member of the Southeastern Medical Center and president of its auxiliary. She is a member of the City of Cambridge Records and Commission and the City of Cambridge Investment and Revenue Planning Board. She is a past member of the Citizens Advisory Council for the Cambridge Development Center. Sue Ellen also belongs to the Municipal Finance Officers Association and the Government Finance Officers Association. She belongs to St. Benedict's Church and has been married to her husband Dennis for 31 years and the mother of sons Corey and Kale. Congratulations.
We have Claudia Klein from Hillsboro, Ohio, Highland County Republican Women.
Not here.
Not here today? Okay. Claudia has been a member and treasurer of the Highland County Republican Women's Club since 2000. She was Highland County Chair for Chief Justice Thomas Moyer's campaign and worked placing campaign signs and at Highland County GOP headquarters. Claudia was voted 2006 Highland County Republican of the Year. She has been active in the Highland County Tea Party since its formation and active in the VFW Auxiliary since 1995, serving as treasurer since 1999. A wife, mother of 8, and grandmother of 16, Claudia has been an amateur radio operator since 1987 who participates in the Highland County Citizens Emergency Response Team. She was on the board of the Soapbox Derby for 6 years, Cub Scout pack leader for several years, and since retiring after 18 years as Highland County Co-Clerk of Courts, has more time for camping, swimming, gardening, crocheting, and crafts. No piloting of this. She's not here. We will send that back with probably Rita also, I think. Whoever, anyhow, we'll get that back to Claudia.
Next, can we introduce Brenda K. Lewis from Xenia, Ohio, and part of the Xenia Republican Women's Club. Brenda has participated in the Xenia Republican Women's Club as president and vice president, as well as various committee chairs. She works tirelessly for the Republican cause, serving as Greene County Republican Central Committee Chair since 2004, and a volunteer supporting many campaigns, including those of George Bush, George Winovich, Mike DeWine, and George W. Bush. She has been a delegate to serve to several GOP national conventions. Currently, she is the Ohio Republican Party State Central Committee representative for the 10th District. Brenda taught elementary school for 32 years. She was honored for outstanding career accomplishments with the Outstanding Elementary Teacher of the Year Award, and also with the Martha Jennings Grant for Outstanding Educators. Brenda is a member of the Greene County Board of Elections, Greene County Airport Authority, Greene County Agriculture Society, and Faith Community United Methodist Church. She's been a 4-H advisor for 21 years. Brenda lives in Greene County with her husband Ron. They've been married for 44 years and have 2 children and 6 grandchildren. Congratulations.
Yes, I have my pilot's license.
Our next recipient, our next honoree is from my club, the North Columbus Republican Women. Her name is Helen McBride, and she joined us, I guess, a year or so ago. Anyhow, we are Columbus, Ohio. Helen is a native of Lexington, Kentucky, whose life has taken her around Europe and the U.S. Her Danforth Fellowship work after graduation from the University of Kentucky prepared her for positions as language training coordinator for the Peace Corps in Washington, personnel clerk for the American Embassy in Paris, and administrative assistant to the executive director of the Economic Cooperative Administration, aka the Marshall Plan, in Copenhagen. She later worked in her husband's Columbus-based real estate business. Helen attended her first Worthington, Ohio Republican Women's Meeting in 1974 and served as treasurer and secretary before becoming president for 4.5 years. She moved to Clintonville in 2009 and joined the North Columbus Republican Women. She has supported a myriad of GOP efforts, including door-to-door walking, phone bank calling, fundraising, and Joanne Davidson educational events. Helen has been a presiding and assistant judge in northern Franklin County, served as president of Washington, D.C. and Columbus branches of college senior honorary mortar board alumni, and earned that organization's distinctive lifetime award in 2006. Helen was president of the Columbus branch of the American Association of University Women, and she has been president and treasurer, as well as arts and current event study chair for the Worthington Women's Club. She belongs to the Scandinavian Club and volunteers part-time as a receptionist at a residential facilities health center. Congratulations, Helen. We're proud to have you.
Join me in honoring Jan Ligori from Huron, Ohio, sitting at a good table back there, by the way, from the Erie County Republican Women. Janet Ligori is a marvelous example of Republican objectives and principles. She's always ready to lend a helping hand and hand in heart to worthy activities for the Erie County Republican Women. She handles communications for ECRW members efficiently and enthusiastically. She contributes generously to her club, particularly the ECRW Scholarship Fund, the Ohio Federation Republican Women Cardinal Fund, and to state and national GOP efforts. Jan and her husband, John, have helped at Erie County GOP headquarters and the county fair booth for many years. They recruit new people to the Republican Party and the ECRW. They place campaign signs in their yard and otherwise support candidates with their time, talent, and contributions. Last summer, Jan was a hostess for the Casey Taylor fundraiser at Sawmill Creek Resort Lodge. She supports Erie County GOP Labor Day dinners and other GOP events as well as ECRWs. Jan and John have been married for more than 50 years. They have 2 sons and a daughter and 1 granddaughter. Jan is alumna of Miami University, Ohio. She was a Huron Schools athletic booster during her children's years there, as well as a member of the Junior League. She has served as board member, secretary, and president of the Sandusky Yacht Club Auxiliary, in addition to being a buyer manager of its ship store. Thank you.
Speaking about Erie County, I would just like to say a word. Joanne Arndt, it's going to be a shock to many of you, but Joanne Arndt had a heart attack, and she called me got an email last night. She's been in the hospital 2.5 days, and they put a couple stents in, and she says, I'm going to be fine. So just wanted you to know, she just was at our board meeting at my house, which we had an executive board meeting. We had days full of fun and learning. And she was fine, but that's how things can happen real quick.
Thank you, Jim. Hey, we are now going to honor Darlene M. Myers of Wilmington, Ohio, Republican Women's Club of Wilmington. Do I have that right, ladies? Okay, she's not here today. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that's Kay Bolton. We'll be accepting the award here for Darlene. Darlene has been an active member of the Republican Women's Club of Wilmington, Clinton County for 18 years. She rarely misses a meeting and has served on various committees. Darlene is a retired Clinton County Commissioner. She served 3 consecutive terms from 1995 to 2006 and has the distinction of being the only woman ever elected as a commissioner in Clinton County. Darlene has been involved in many Republican candidates' campaigns, including her most recent service on the committee to elect David Stewart as Clinton County Commissioner. She is retired from her career as an extension service economist for Clinton County and also retired from an impressive list of community boards that include, hold on, I gotta find the beginning here, Clinton County Youth Council, Clinton Memorial Hospital Auxiliary, Committee to establish Clinton County Adult Daycare, Community Action, Extension Endowment Committee, Free Clinic, Homeless Shelter, Leadership Clinton Institute, Leadership Clinton Youth, National Bank and Trust, Rainbow Village, which is a child daycare facility, and Wilmington College trustees. Darlene founded Turning the Corner Widows Support Group and worked with local churches to establish Meals on Wheels. It is not difficult to understand why Darlene Myers was honored as an outstanding woman of Clinton County in July 2000, the very first year for the award, which recognizes economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian contributions to the person's communities. So congratulations to Darlene in our office.
Next, from Lancaster, Ohio, Phyllis Oliver. Is Phyllis here? Yes, here she comes. From the Lancaster Women's Republican Club. Phyllis Oliver is a longtime member of the Lancaster Women's Republican Club. She has served as club secretary and chaired the Ways and Means, program, and membership committees. Phyllis helped make BWRC's 50th anniversary celebration and was a guiding force in the club's recent meet and greet honoring OFRW President Gene Turner. With Phyllis, no job is too great or too small. She serves on the Clinton County GOP Central Committee. She works long and hard for candidates at headquarters, going door to door and placing those all-important yard signs. She also finds time to be a member of the Marathon Club for Hospice and is a true Christian woman in spirit and deed. BWRC is honored to have her represent the club in Tribute to Women. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Next, we have Tammy Puff from Mansfield, from the Richland County Republican Women. There's Tammy. Tammy often does photography for us, but she was feeling just a little bit under the weather, so we decided we would help her out with that a bit today. An Army veteran, pastor's wife, and homeschool mother of 3, Tammy has been actively involved in politics since 2004. She was victory captain for the ORP in Richland counties in 2006 and 2008, and in Richland, Ashland, and Knox counties in 2010. Currently, the Richland County Republican Women Outreach Chair, Tammy has also served as membership chair. In addition, she is the photographer for the Richland County Republican Women and the Mansfield Police Department Explorer Post 4751, and digital photographer for OFRW. Despite her physical limitations, Tammy has walked door to door in nearly every precinct in Mansfield and most in Richland County. She also walks in parades, taking pictures along the way. Whether baking for a fundraiser, working the county fair booth, or helping candidates in whatever way is needed, Tammy is ready and willing to volunteer. Currently, Tammy works for Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine at his North Central Ohio Regional Director and Veterans Outreach. Still, she finds time to support the RCRW and community. Does she ever sleep?
Congratulations, Tammy. Join me in honoring Peg Reddig from Clyde, Ohio, Sandusky County Republican Women. Sandusky County Republican Women's honoree Peg Reddig serves as the current president of the Sandusky Republican Women and was the club's secretary for 10 years before that. She is serving her second term as secretary on the board of the Ohio Federation of Republican Women and is currently on the nominating committee. Peg has been extremely active in Sandusky County for over the years, contributing time at the Republican headquarters, serving as co-chair for the GOP tent at the county fair, and serving as corresponding secretary for Sandusky County's Central Committee. Peg was clerk for the Sandusky County's Board of Elections for 15 years. She's a former volunteer advocate for the Sandusky County Victims of Crime and is a member of the St. Paul Lutheran Church and the Senior Center. Married 43 years to the late Weldon Reddig, she is mother of 4, grandmother of 9, and great-grandmother of 9. In addition to her passion for politics, Peg enjoys swimming and traveling to follow the concert tours of her favorite group, the Vandells. SCRW proudly honors Peg's enthusiasm and her energy. Congratulations.
One of the most fun things about what I do with this is I get to read all these wonderful profiles. And it's just so amazing how diverse, I mean, all of us contribute to Republican interests, but there are so many wonderful and interesting things that people do in ways that contribute in other ways. Thanks, Peg. Wonderful. Oh, did we skip something? Did we skip? Oh, no, that's next. That's next. RY comes after RE. Okay. Beth Ryan from Newark, Ohio, Licking County Republican Women. Beth has served the Licking County Republican Women since 2004 as an officer as well as a member. She always answers the call to service on behalf of Republican candidates and causes. She has been a member of the Licking County Executive Committee since 2009. Candidates know they can count on her dedication. She is always willing to knock on doors, make phone calls, and install and remove yard signs for local, state, and national campaigns. She has been a board member for the Licking County Patriots Club since 2006. She first became involved with the Licking County Republican Women when she joined the George W. Bush presidential campaign team in Licking County. Congratulations.
And a personal congratulations to Beth Ryan. You're very welcome here. Sue Smale from Wooster, Ohio. Sue here. Hey, from the Wayne County Republican Women. Sue is in her second term as president and has been active with the Wayne County Republican Women for the past 8 years, serving first on the Pumpkin Fest Committee and as secretary. She volunteers at Wayne County GOP headquarters and the Wayne County Fair booth. She helped found the Wayne County Teenage Republicans, TARS, and currently serves as an advisor. She has worked on several campaign committees for local and state candidates, as well as U.S. Senate and congressional candidates. She organized a joint meeting with the West Ark Republican Women with Janet Creighton as the speaker that netted $1,400 for the Fisher House at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. In 2011, she facilitated the appearance of NFRW President Sue Lynch at a WCRW event attended by guests from 5 counties. Well, countries sounds better, don't you think? Oh, well, you'll have that sometimes. All right, let me see where it was. Yeah, okay. In 2011, she facilitated the appearance of National Federation of Republican Sue Lynch as WCRW event attended by guests from 5 counties. A fundraising activity which yielded $150 for USO. She has addressed the Holmes County Republican Women on recruiting and retaining members. She is past chair and 13-year board member of the Wayne County Metropolitan Housing Authority. She is married to Jim Smale, and they have 4 children and 3 grandchildren, and welcome to our country.
Debbie up here says that some counties think they are country. Probably true. Okay, now our 21st recipient is Mary, is it Theis? Theis, I'm sorry, you have no H sounding here. From Warren, Ohio, and she is with, of course, the Warren Republican Women's Club. Mary has served as president, first vice president, and program chair for the Warren Republican Women's Club, and on the bylaws, nominating, and card party committees. She is active in the Trumbull County Republican Party, supporting various campaigns with both time and money, notably as a delegate for Rudy Giuliani. She played an integral role in efforts to get the Pentagon Project and GM Saturn Project to locate in Mahoning County. Mary was one of the female pioneers in the local real estate industry, having owned and operated her own business for 36 years. She is past president and board member of the Warren Area Board of Realtors and a leader in starting the Warren Area Multiple Listing Service. She has served in volunteer executive and membership capacities for Hillside Hospital Board, Hillside Hospital Ladies Guild, the March of Dimes, St. Joseph Hospital Auxiliary, and the Easter Seal Board. She is a founder and longtime member of the Warren Junior Women's League and past president of the Warren Area Federated Women's Club. She is past president of H.C. Hines Elementary PTO and Blessed Heart Ladies Guild. She was included in the 1970 edition of Outstanding Young Women of America and the 1990 edition of Outstanding Professional Women of America. Congratulations, Mary.
Okay, and the last remarkable woman that we're honoring today is Anita White from Marietta, Ohio. Anita, from the Washington County Republican Women's Club. Anita is currently vice president of the Washington County Republican Women's Club and was previously treasurer. She's a longtime member of the Washington County GOP and its executive committee. Her efforts on behalf of the party and its candidates include stuffing mailers, handing out literature in parades, manning GOP headquarters, coordinating candidate fundraisers, and assisting with the Lincoln and Reagan Day dinners. After all campaign work is finished, Anita is one of those blessed souls willing to spend long hours at the polls on election day. Married for 27 years to Marietta City Councilman David White, Anita homeschooled their sons Seth and Caleb while serving as regional representative to the Christian Home Educators of Ohio and president of the Washington County Home Educators Association. Complimenting husband David's Little League coaching, Coach Mom, Anita is beloved among the teammates for her boundless care and bountiful food. She is also passionate in Operation Christmas Child, a program that provides thousands of packages to underprivileged children in the third world community. Countries. Good, that works. I read it once. You have to have fun with things like this, okay? Be yourself. You said that. That's what I thought. Shoebox Lady. Anita scours local store shelves, buying suitable items, and leads a team of volunteers to North Carolina to assemble the gifts for a week in December. Wish that all our world had more Anitas. Thank you.
I have to tell you, some of the colorful descriptions I tried hard to keep from some of the material that you sent me, so where I could. I did these last night. I took them out of the booklet. Which of the candidates won? Congratulations. Which of them won the outstanding teacher, elementary teacher? Brenda. I don't know how that got left. I think it got left off your profile, but I thought Debbie would be particularly interested in that. She won the outstanding elementary award. I kept looking through and noticing that. So, oh, all right. Okay, it's in the book, I think. I just somehow missed it. Well, this is a wonderful group of people that we have, and I want to thank all of the club presidents and club reps. You by far have the hardest job to find people who haven't had this before, people who are worthy of having it again, and then getting all of the information to me, and then getting people to come. I've done lots of events in my life, and selling tickets is always the toughest part of it, so I don't have to do that because you do it. So anyhow, it is really, really wonderful to everybody who supported us. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we're going to try to do a picture, photograph people. Where would that wall be a good place to try to get our candidates, or what advise somebody who's a would that be okay? Okay, so if you have received an award, please meet us back at the back there. We'll be quick about it and get you all out of here. Jean, do you have anything further to say? I was just, oh wait, I forgot to give Debbie her present. I know that. Here, I have a little gift for you. I'm sorry, it's right there. I knew there was something I didn't do. Sure, absolutely. We're going to give everybody a quick picture. Gina's going to close the meeting here.
I just want to say one thing. You know, when I called Marilyn, I said, Marilyn, what can I do? And she says, not a thing. I said, Marilyn, it's too much. Can you imagine putting the program together, printing the program, getting the music together, getting the plays? This is, Marilyn, how many times have you done this now?
Second time.
The second time. Well, I think she and her husband, Ward, deserve a real big round of applause. She does it slower because she knows how to do it.
I love to do it. It's very much fun, and I thank you so much for your time. You guys have a safe trip back, unless Gina has something else to say. I know you have a long distance. Thank you for coming, and we will see you all in the fall. When is our meeting? It's in your book. Yeah,
we're having our meeting in October, and Kansas City, September. That is the national biennial. If anybody wants to go, we hope you go, because just give me a call and we'll hook you up real quick. August something is the last early registration.
Thanks to Samson and Maria. They did the all-day registration. Safe trip, everybody.
Republicans are always right.
Let me say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 tables from one standing in the center toward the stairs.
Where's the picture? Right here. I got it. I got it down there. I got it.
Take them home.
Say Sorrento. Thank you guys. He's going to love it. Great.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Take the right one.